And the example I'm going to use, and Andrew referred to it, is the F-35. So the F-35, great airplane. It just had its first air-to-air kill. I guess we have it, but we have at least a dozen partner nations, including Israel, the UK, and others and Australia that have it as well. So Israel just notched the first air-to-air kill of an Iranian plane a couple of weeks ago. Great airplane, but we didn't really negotiate well to get the owner's manual. And I was learning a lot about our delays and our readiness rates of our airplanes, and the folks I was talking to were attributing to, we got to wait for Lockheed's rep to come out. And so I said, well, when we were supposed to buy several hundred new F-35s, and my view was, let's make sure we get the tech data. Obviously, Lockheed resisted that quite a bit because it wanted to maintain this sustainment flow of revenue. But reading the analyst reports, I learned that it looked like Lockheed was going to have a bad quarter in the second quarter of 22. Why? Because the analysts were already conditioning the market to that. And despite regulation FD, you know and I know that corporate execs whisper to analysts, favored analysts. And what I saw was that Lockheed, this is my inference, was feeding this to the market, to favored analysts, to condition the market to a bad quarter so the stock wouldn't get hammered quite as bad when they announced their numbers. I saw that as an opportunity. I said, if I'm having advised companies, if you're going to announce bad news that's going to have the stock drop, make sure you have some good news in the same conversation to mitigate the drop. So long story short, we held tough on this. Lockheed fought hard, but the night before their 10Q was to be filed, they agreed to our term on providing the owner's manual, the tech data, all the way back to the first airplane from 25 years earlier. And it was a huge win for the department. The next morning, they filed their Q. It was a terrible quarter. Stock market opens up, but Lockheed is down. But then they have their quarterly conference call, and as I predicted, the first words out of the CEO's mouth were, we're proud to announce we have a new contract for $28 billion for 375 F-35s. Stock rallied.